Good morning. Today I am going to give you 4 ways to declutter your brain. With everything going on in our country and internationally and with politics, it can just be overwhelming and it can cause us to be very emotional. So here are 4 tips on how to declutter your brain. The first is when you get up first thing in the morning, don't run and turn your TV on or get your phone out, because that can set the tone of your day. If you are looking at articles or interviews and that type of thing that are disturbing, then it certainly can have an impact on you and make you very anxious and nervous about things. So instead, maybe work on a puzzle, or you could read a book. You could do scriptures. There's so many things that you can do that will just relax you, and hopefully you just have a much better day than if you're watching TV or being on your phone. The second thing is when I feel myself being emotional or distressed about things that are going on, I find that a nice walk is a great way to change my attitude, especially here in the RV park, because I'll run into friends and we'll have a nice little visit, and it just improves my attitude so much and puts things into perspective. Another thing that's been helpful to me, if I'm kind of focusing on things that are not going well, is I like to declutter my home. Not only my mind, but my home. So I'll take 15 minutes and clear out an area in my home, organize it. It can be my pantry, it can be a closet, it could be something that needs to be done, but I only dedicate 15 minutes a day doing it. And mostly it's organizing and decluttering, and I feel so much better after I get that done. The amazing part of that is that amounts to 450 minutes a month, or 7.5 hours of effort that you put into decluttering. That you can accomplish an awful lot in that amount of time, but the nice thing is that you haven't wore yourself out, you haven't tired yourself out, you haven't overwhelmed yourself. You're just picking one small area in your home that you can organize, but the results are fantastic, and you'll feel very accomplished when you do that. Another thing is that sometimes we take this news and things going on to bed with us, and we'll think about it. We'll get into bed, and all of a sudden, we start thinking about things, and we can't get relaxed enough to go to sleep. So here's a couple of suggestions. Number one, they say that it's very beneficial if you don't eat or have caffeine an hour or so before you go to bed. And they also recommend that you have just a glass of water. I know some of us really don't want to drink water because we think we're going to have to get up in the middle of the night, but the truth is that we get very dehydrated at night, and that can create problems for us. That's why so many medical emergencies occur at night. So don't allow yourself to be dehydrated. Also, when we're getting ready for bed, there's that temptation to turn the TV on and watch TV. And it's basically the same thing that happens in the morning. If you're watching the news, you might carry the worries and frustrations to bed with you, and there's no need for that. A friend of mine started something that was very beneficial to her, and that was she started a gratitude journal. So when she would go to bed at night, she would get her tablet out, and she would pick 3 things that happened during the day that she was grateful for, or she would write down an experience that she had that she appreciated. I think it's a great idea to simply write down some of the things that happened in your day that you were grateful for. And certainly that would set the tone for having a good night's rest. Another suggestion is make sure you go to bed at the same time every night. We all have clocks. And I think by going to bed at the same time, we're telling our body it's time to go to sleep. And so hopefully we're not tossing and turning during the night. So these are just a few things that we can do to declutter our brain. And I hope that this is beneficial to you. We all need to get a good night's sleep. And studies have shown that most people get less than 6 hours of sleep a night. And that could be very detrimental to your health in so many different ways to have lack of sleep. So for today, I hope that you have a very pleasant day. Take care.